And I bet Bill Self calls something for his senior Frank Mason right here to try to get him going.
We'll see what happens. They go around the perimeter and back in the right corner. Lob for Lucas, had him buried, layup good. It's just so technically sound and really diabolical the way that they draw things up.
It's like a Marvel Comics book word right there, diabolical. Batman was running around the concourse a while ago.
Stevenson with a shot fake, steps in, out to Smith, right wing three, front rim. Frank Mason rips down the rebound and throws a long pass to Graham, in rhythm three, off to the right. Stevenson to snare it on the left block for the Red Raiders. Trailing 44-35, long way to go, but got to get it going. Got to get some stops and good offensive possessions. Angle left, this is Anthony Livingston, scoreless in the game. Shares to Smith, Evans off a curl, one dribble, goes up, layup missed. Hit the rim twice, loose ball, diving on it Graham, diving on it Smith, tied up, possession arrow.
Guys are just going to have to be productive here in the second half for you to have a chance.
Yeah, Livingston just looks, stationary, well, just not moving well, and I know they want to take him out.
Yeah, they've taken him out of the game as Kansas. I mean, just nothing to show for it on the offensive end. And if he can't score, he can't really help your basketball team.
Mason tracking Evans, out for Gray, steps into the jumper right angle, good for Judd. He's got 4, and there's another guy you'd take heating up, right?
Anybody.
Yeah. That's all right. We got a long way to go. 18:35 left to play in the second half. Lucas back to the basket at the elbow. Baseballs to Mikhailuk. Underneath for Jackson. Gray's got to be careful. Right shoulder into Gray twice. Baby hook. Short. Tapped out. Grabbed by Stevenson. Stevenson on the flag down. Jackson.
And I don't know if Niem just kind of bailed out and fell over and forced the issue or not, but either way, if so, veteran move right there on his part.
Grab your saddle, partner.
Yes, sir.
18:15 left to play second half. Red Raiders down 44-37, looking to cut in to the champs' lead. Drive Smith up with it, missed it short, got the rebound, punched it, and grabbed by Mason. Mason across the double T, hits the afterburners. Layup with a left hand, missed, followed, jam by ripped the rim off. His 34th dunk of the year.
Very similar to what we saw in the first half right there. Goodness gracious.
46-37, those dynamic plays happening for the Jayhawks, not so much for the Red Raiders. Tech down on their home court, where they're 14-1 this year. Stevenson out for Ross, little separation, but then he tried to dance step into Jackson and was repelled. 10 on the shot clock, they shout out red. Evans on the yo-yo, crosses to his left hand, sprints in, floater, missed strong. Rebound Smith soaring through the air. Out for Evans, and now Ross will spin it for 3. Halfway down, no. Smith goes right back up and dunks.
Really want that shot to go down for Ross, get him going, but you like the putback right there by Zach. He's got to continue to shoot those. Landon Lucas actually came out to guard him further than I think Texas Tech was expecting.
3 minutes gone in the second half. KU 46, Texas Tech 39. High dribble weave, handoff coming left. Little stutter step for Graham, looking back right with 10 on the shot clock. Mason touches it down for Lucas. Double team runs. Mikhailuk touch pass left corner. Graham will arc for 3. Got it.
See, again, if you're going to double the post right there, you're going to have to live with those looks. They're going to get those corner looks, so you have to pick your poison here.
7 threes for Kansas.
Either double Lucas or stay true to your defensive assignment.
Graham has 6 points. Stevenson on the drive, hesitates, scores. A little baby fall away from the right block. Good for Niem Stevenson. And Niem has 10 points. He goes to double figures for the 9th time this season. 5th time in a row. Left wing, Graham. Pass inside, Jackson. Stepped on the inline.
Make shots, play within the offense. It's been fun to kind of watch him grow up over the last month. And now he's a starter.
Alternating bounces between the legs. Devin Thomas will find Zach Smith. Smith wants that screen. He nodded his head as he steps right. Free throw line jumper with a man in his face. Hit the backboard for Mikhailuk with a box out in the rebound. This is Mason gliding up the right sideline for Kansas. The Jayhawks get a stop of the lead by 8. 15:50 remains in the second half, I beg your pardon. Lucas out for Mason. Repost, can't get it to him. Mason, acting job, count the basket, he's fouled. Fouls all game.
Well, that have been called.
Mason, a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Looking at the basket to our left. Spins it up, and he got it. So now back out to an 11-point lead. Ouch. It's a little 6-0 spurt for the Jayhawks. In black, left to right, Keenan Evans looking for his first points of the second half. Gets a high screen from Zach Smith. Foul line right extended, Stevenson.
Locked in. I mean, I think he kind of slowed down for him a little bit. He's just figuring out what his coaches want, picks his spots. I remember that West Virginia game, and again, you won that one. He was just way out of control. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it just made you nervous every time he touched the basketball.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not at all.
Stevenson hesitates, drives with his right elbow extended. Left corner three by Evans. Bang! A three ball. He's got 20.
Have a day, young man.
Here we go the other way, 52-44. KU with the lead. Yeah, Evans with 20 points. Devontae Graham, man-to-man defense for Texas Tech. Good switch out front. Vic touches it in the right corner for Jackson. Jackson sets him up for a drive. Bullets by him, left corner, extra pass. Mason left wing three. Halfway down and out. Smith bobbles, and it's grabbed by KU on the double team. Mason zigging and zagging. His runner is short. Smith with a read for the Red Raiders. Gorgeous recovery by Tech.
That's one way to put it.
Niem, coast to coast, foul. He'll shoot two. You want to talk all that craziness that happened?
I don't. Yeah, gorgeous is again the word you used. It was just
recovery. Gorgeous
yeah,
recovery. Free throw, Stevenson. Good.
There, nice shot by Niem right there. In some ways, very lucky. It's only a 7-point game.
Stevenson with the crowd hushing around him. Two dribbles. Never takes his eyes off the rim and off the heel of the rim. Going too hard.
Yep, long from the time that it left his hand.
Rebound for Jackson. Touching his elbow and signaling out the defensive coverage. It's Chris Beard, who walks in front of our broadcast position. Right corner, Graham. Steps left. Dumps it left corner. Now right corner three. Good. Jackson.
Yeah, and if Jackson starts hitting those shots, because that's the one weakness in his game. He doesn't have a lot of range. He is about a 34-35%, three-point shooter. He doesn't take that shot a ton, but he starts burying those. You're in big trouble.
Ross on the spin. Nothing available. Just throws it up for a Hail Mary. Won by Evans.
Rest team and not really stress out about it.
Kansas so efficient offensively. They average 83 points per game. They've got 55 so far. Texas Tech with 45. Livingston on the pop out. Lucas on his tiptoes. Shoots it over him for three. Clang. Running underneath it is Josh Jackson, and he will sprint coast to coast, slam on the brakes, and let everybody catch up. KU up by 10, 55-45. Graham rumbles left, hands it off. This is the high dribble weave. Vic on the handoff, underhanded too. Jackson hesitates, couldn't drive it. Good defense so far on the man-to-man. Mikhailuk plows through, out to Graham, in rhythm three, halfway down and out. And then Ross can't get the rebound.
And, his team desperately needs him. I mean, that's a senior that you're looking to on a stage like this to really help you out. And he's not providing any right now, unfortunately.
KU into the offensive set. Mikhailuk straight on three. Left, he knew it. And a flat-footed rebound on the left block for Keenan Evans for Texas Tech. Keenan runs it right at Mikhailuk. Gives it to the trailer, Niem Stevenson. Man-to-man for KU all afternoon. They lead by 10, 13-12 left to play the second half. Livingston looking lost. Goes to Zach Smith. They forgot about him. He dunks it. Two-hand Zach Smith.
Yeah,
how do you forget about that?
Well, miscommunication right there by Mikhailuk and LeGerald Vic as they look at each other. Yeah, you need your crowd. Chris Beard asking for the noise. You certainly need it right now. Running out of time.
High screen, drive, knocked away, grabbed by Graham, and he throws it. 55-47 Jayhawks. 12:45 remains in the ball game. Tech desperate for this win. Left wing, Vic throws it away. Livingston wasn't ready for it. Then Gray falls down, somehow doesn't travel, and we head the other way. What? That was a weird play. It hit Livingston right in the chest, like he wasn't ready for it. Smith sizes up Landon Lucas, finds a cutter. Gray, layup, good!
That looked pretty good right there. That's in the flow of the offense right there. Now Chris Beard begging his team to guard.
Timeout taken by, it's Ross, Evans, Gray, Smith, and Stevenson in black. The crowd mostly in black. They go out in a zone defense. There's a changeup. Mason with 3 fouls. Zips it left side with 12 minutes to play in the second half. They're playing catch around the perimeter. Graham elevates straight on, 18-footer front rim. And jumping up to grab it for the Red Raiders, Keenan Evans. Evans with his head up, stops at the top of the circle. Retreat dribble, and pops it for Aaron Ross. They call him Rose. He almost threw it away. Gray gets it. Left wing three. Smith. Front rim. Nowhere close. And there's nothing but Jayhawks there to get the rebound. Frank Mason does. Graham heads the other way. Red Raiders get into a man-to-man defense. Driving layup. Foul. Texas Tech. It'll be Jackson's. Red Raiders trying to get the come from behind victory here this afternoon. At the line shooting 2 is Jackson. His free throw is up, and it's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, but you just pick all of them. I mean,
free throw good. He made it.
Lucas wasn't much of a factor in that first matchup, and he's been a handful today because he's really dictated all those open threes that have been knocked down, because you're having to double him and respect his game in the low post.
Bill Self says, I'll see your zone and raise you. A 2-3. Zone defense for KU. Drive by Zach Smith. Pass deflected. It's Jackson with his hand out. 11:18 left to play here in Lubbock. It's a 57-49 lead for the third-ranked Jayhawks. They've beaten Texas Tech 15 times in a row. Trying to snap that streak here today. Evans open right wing 3. Bang! A guns up 3.
Boy, I tell you what, he headed down the back to the other end of the floor, and that one wasn't even down yet. He is just dialed in today.
Chris Beard waving his arms, clapping his hands as Mason gets a screen. Dances right. Good hedge. Drives it by Niem. Jumps to pass right corner. Share it to Vic. Vic doesn't want it. Jackson does. Right corner 3. Front rimmed it. What a rebound by Evans. Red Raiders have it down 57-52. Stevenson takes it baseline right. Got hammered. Layup missed. No call. Tip good. Tip by Stevenson. Here we go, 57-54. Chris Beard hammering his hips, saying that was a block, and he's right. Yeah, he is dead on right.
He can't get a call right now.
Top of the circle. Fancy footwork for Mason. Takes it to his right, gets to the window, layup good. Bulldozing his way to success. 59-54, Kansas.
And that's a typical Frank Mason moment. Crowd standing on their feet and cheering and everything. A crucial moment. He just takes you. He can't get in the rhythm today. It happens even to the best of them. As
what a job sticking with it by Niem Stevenson on that previous possession. That was incredible. Zach Smith on the drive got bumped. Yeah, that's a foul. Now he went and laid it.
I mean, you have to work his hips. You have to work the officials, because Bill Self's doing the same thing. He does it with a smile on his face. And
Evans. Jump pass. Smith, right wing 3, high in the air. Bang! A gutty ball.
2-point game, partner.
You can tell that was in.
And it's amazing that you have 2 points between Ross and Livingston, and here you are deep into the second half, and this is a 2-point game.
They're wanting to go to Lucas. He's got it in the post. Jump pass left corner. Right wing Jackson slides to his left. Knocked it down the floor. Niem Stevenson. He's all the way to the basket. He dunks it with a right hand. We're tied at 59, and this place is coming unglued.
And boy, I tell you what, Niem almost carried the ball right there. I almost thought he got fouled too by Mikhailuk on the dunk attempt.
As a travel on Mikhailuk. Now.
Yeah, I think they thought.
Don't break the rhythm.
I think they thought TV timeout. Bill Self just smiles, claps. His team's been here a million times before. Yes.
Lucas jets off the screen. Smith straight on. Stevenson punches over, throws it out for Gray. Man-to-man defense for Kansas. 9:05 left second half. Stevenson drives, gets to the left block. Left-hand layup missed. Follow tip, no. Smith tips, misses, but he's fouled by. Deep breath. Red Raiders haven't had the lead since 12-9. They've got it now. 60-59. It was 12-9 when KU hit a 3 and went on a 9-0 run. Second free throw by Smith. Yes, sir. 61-59 Red Raiders. 9 minutes left in the second half, and most everybody rising and staying on their feet. Bragg. Don't forget the floor general's got 4 fouls in Mason. Man-to-man defense edging out. Graham goes to Bragg. He wants no part. Jackson does. And straight on long 2. Yeah. Good by Jackson.
They're just going to start feeding the post and force you to guard Landon Lucas.
But snaps a 7-0 run.
Also tough to guard Josh Jackson in the mid-range, too. He can score at all levels.
8:30 mark. Trying to keep the energy flowing. The Red Raiders on offense left to right. This is Ross. Bragg straight on, guarding him. Baseline left drive by Niem Stevenson. Layup good. 63-61 Tech. And Niem Stevenson is at another level. He's got 17 points. Graham out to Bragg. Lob pass for Bragg. Layup blocked by Smith. Grabbed by Stevenson. Smith said not in this house today. He's got the rock. Right wing Ross. Place will come unhinged if they get a hoop here. Pass intercepted, but a foul called on Kansas. And Niem, 17 points this afternoon. Front end here, front end of the 1-and-1. Good, didn't sound like it. Front Mason is back out there. Watch out for that, he has 4 fouls. Stevenson's second free throw. Good, perfect. Now that guy today is an absolute baller. 65-61 Red Raiders. 7:54 left as Mason scoops it up off the deck.
Yeah, and watch the lob right here. They know it's coming. Yeah, now they're going from a 2-3 zone, going to switch to man-to-man in mid-possession right here.
They're going to shark it. Left corner, Vic. 7:40 on the game clock. Mason barrels into Evans, shoots the J, off to the right, tapped around, grabbed by Lucas, and he'll zip it back out to Vic. Vic wants no business there, no part of a shot. He'll get it out to Mason, who wants it all for three straight on. Good. Not getting the rebound crushes you there. 65-64 Red Raiders, 7:20 left to play in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Beard not happy with Devin right there on that three. And again, Niem deserves a ton of credit for the defensive job he's done on Mason today too.
Devin amongst the trees missed the layup, and it's out of bounds off Kansas along the base.
But he's going to come out, man, and you got to make that play if you're him.
Yeah, Niem's right back in there. He's got a career high. Right corner three, hoisted up. Airable. That was Stevenson. Baseball down the floor for Graham, who's got it, leaves it back, dunk. Dunked by Vic, and the KU fans go crazy. They're back up 66-65.
I don't know if that's a called play or not, but that's impressive.
Underneath, Gray hesitates, gets it to Smith, got fouled, nothing, tip, no, ripped down by nobody, off tech along the baseline. It'll go back to Kansas.
Did against these guys, it takes that much energy to get over the hump, and now you're there, but now can you sustain it? Because Kansas obviously is going to answer as well.
Crowd trying to assist. Mason hands it off, gets it back, hesitates, drives, spins, got to the window, layup, rolled out, tapped down by Niem, and he's sent to Gray. Mason's still on the deck as Gray lopes into the front court and lets everybody catch up. Chris Beard shouting at the top of his lungs to Niem Stevenson, who yo-yos the right hand bounce. Red Raiders down by one, 66-65. Ross dumps it underneath for Keenan. He'll fall away and be fouled. He'll shoot two. LeGerald starting to accumulate for the thin Jayhawks as Evans spins it to his right shooting hand and ties the game. Keenan Evans with 6:12 left. Evans eyes, shoots, got it. Lead back to the Red Raiders, 67-66.
You having any fun down there?
Time of my life.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Born for it. Mason across the double T. Jets right. Brings defenders in his wake. Lucas turns, goes up, lays it in. Foul. And the lead.
Livingston, who's been a bit of a no-show today as well, who's currently sitting on the bench.
Free throw, and it's just one free throw for Landon Lucas. 64% on the year. Tosses it towards the rim and missed it. And the Raiders have three bodies there, and it's Zach Smith getting his 9th board. He's got 15 and 9, wanting another double-double. Evans snakes left, out to Smith, dribble penetration, rise for the jumper, yes. My goodness, that was beautiful. 17 points for Zach Smith, and it's a lead for the Red Raiders again, 69-68. Here's the high dribble weave. Jackson, as long and athletic as anybody in the Big 12. Gets it for Mason, scoots in, retreat dribble, and a foul underneath on Ross. Gray and Stevenson have 3 apiece. Mason has 4. Lucas and Bragg Jr. have 3 apiece also for Bill Self's crew.
And now you have a mismatch right now. Okay, I was about to say Anthony Livingston was matched up on Frank Mason before you get the switch.
Yeah, there's quite a jousting match under there. 5 team fouls for the Red Raiders, 9 on Kansas. Jackson drives, goaltending. Smith rope-a-dope with each other here in Lubbock. Huge game.
Can you win this game without Ross and Livingston giving you anything offensively?
I think it's possible because Evans and others have been so incredible. Stevenson hunches over as he almost always does on the perimeter. Livingston has been completely silent, guarded by Graham. 4:55 left in the second half. Red Raiders down by 1. Stevenson yo-yos, drives, banging in. Left hand layup, good, and you can count it.
His left hand.
He doesn't care, does he?
Not at all. I mean, just, and again, not forcing it, not out of control except for the one opportunity.
He's got 9 rebounds also. That's
Yes,
a
he
career
does.
high. Free throw up by Niem. Yes, sir. You think that's a big trip?
Boy, I'd love to see a big shot go in there by Anthony Livingston or Aaron Ross. As Texas Tech shows that 2-3 zone again, we'll see if they switch it mid-possession.
Those 3 that you mentioned have all of Tech's points except for 8. 4:45 left in the second half. Left corner, left wing, Mason. Defense running, trying to play catch-up as Graham sidesteps left, drops it between his legs, puts it up high above his head. And now Mason with 12, steps left. He got hammered, no foul. Rebound Lucas off the missed 3. Vick for three. Front rim and over. Offensive rebound, Jackson. Left wing wide open three, Mason. Good.
He cracks at it. That's what's going to happen. Ouch.
You knew that last one, I mean, it was going in.
Yeah, you got to get a hand on the ball. I mean, tip it out, break their rhythm, because those are just easy catches and, a catch and shoot opportunity. He's an All-American for a reason, shooting over 50% from behind the arc.
Thrown away by Evans. Oh man, the three chances get the lead back to Kansas, 73-72, and here they go with their special play. Mason, pestered by Niem, drives it by him, jumps to pass it left corner. 3:49 on the game clock, Jayhawks by one, baseline right spin, shove, Jackson turned away, fouled by Gray. There was all line where he is 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. Free throw in the air, good. Knocked it. We lost one game on the road, just 3 games all year. As Jackson spins it up, and that one crawls in down. 3-point lead. Big possession here, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, you have to continue to answer. You just can't dig yourself a hole right now. I mean, you've run out of time, but you just need to keep hitting shots.
Chris Beard just shouted out, be aggressive. Can they get this thing lifted one more time? Livingston needs help. Drive by Niem Stevenson. Got to the window, blocked. Take by Frank Mason. And Frank gonna drain some clock here with his team up by 3.
That's a tough one right there. You needed something to happen for you.
Screen comes, hedge out on Graham. Left side dribble drive by Mason. Ran over the defender and Mason. Frank had 17 and 10 in this building last year. He'll finish today with 12 and 5. He is fouled out, disqualified. The Kansas roster gets slimmer with Svi Mikhailuk checking in. 2:54 in the game clock. Second half, Red Raiders down by 3. Livingston goes to a leaping Zach Smith, who faces up with Lucas. Shoots it from the free throw stripe. Got it.
Boy, I mean, Landon Lucas just kind of shrugs his shoulders. I mean, what do you do right there?
Well, he gets it so high.
Yeah, I mean,
he's in the air so high.
That's just a 15-foot mid-range jumper right there that he's going to shoot it right over the top. There's nothing you can do.
Kansas without their All-American goes out to Devontae Graham, who's really good in his own right. Had it ripped by Justin Gray. Gray on the drive, deciding, drives it, left-hand layup, missed, foul called. It's a block. 84-65 as Gray gets the rock. Crowd hushes down for Justin, who spins it to his right shooting hand. 68% this year he makes. Justin. They're 15 and 1 when they shoot more free throws. Tied at 75 is Gray. Sends it up, way short. What a rebound by Niem. Then it's knocked free. Grabbed by Gray. He got knocked to the floor, no call. In his all-black sneakers, the all-black uniform. Just went 1 for 2. For the lead, yes.
This is when you need it right there. I mean, just shake it off.
The possession arrow, by the way, is with KU. Tech has 2 timeouts. Gray's free throw is perfect. Big shot. So 4-0 run has the Red Raiders up 77-75, and the crowd standing with 2:13 left here at the Hub City and United Supermarkets Arena. Handoff goes to Devontae Graham. Alley-oop dunk.
Yep, he called that out of the last timeout, the 30-second timeout that he had. You knew it was coming.
God.
And I thought it was going to be a low post touch to Lucas, but right there they just draw up one of those great plays. And
Jackson has 28. Livingston for 3, left wing. Strong. He still has nothing today. No points. 0 for 4 from the floor, and the rebound to KU. 1:40 left, and this is a massive trip across the double T for Graham, who's directing traffic. Smith trying to really dig deep to guard Jackson, who cruises down the right side of the key. Layup, good. Jackson with a swooping crane move gives Kansas the lead, 79-77. 1:25 left. Dribble drive, Smith walled off, goes to Livingston. Rainbowed out to Evans. Evans got bodied. He goes inside in big trouble. Right corner, faking a 3, Smith. 15-footer. Yes, sir. Tied at 79. Timeout, Chris.
boy, and I don't want to see these kids battle their hearts out here again today and not get the result that they desire.
Here we go. 1:10 left.
Goodness gracious, they have played hard today.
Guarded by Gray. Man-to-man defense. Mikhailuk, right wing. Tie game. 60 seconds left. Jackson out to the right side. Lob pass out of bounds, but a foul on Anthony Livingston will send. Student section doing all they can. Lucas spins it up. The front end is no good. It's short. Smith runs underneath it. Smith with a double-double his 7th of the season. 21-10. Niem Stevenson falls down, able to palm and balance himself on the ball. 44 seconds. Stevenson wanted to drive. Mikhailuk dances with him. 13. Stevenson fumbled it away. Foul against Texas Tech and the line. Career high 30 points, 4 dunks. Does he have a miss in him? He throws it up. He missed it. Up to the line. Niem Stevenson has a double-double with 22 and 10. Those numbers don't matter. 79-79 matters.
Chris Beard wants a play he calls hot cold right now. As it's going to be a high pick and roll. Everything's going to be based off of the ball screen.
Right wing Ross shares it right corner. Niem with an up fake. Swooshes in. Ross for 3, right wing. Missed it off to the right. Hey, you can win it at the buzzer. 12, 11, 10, 9. Graham backs up. Bill Self wants a timeout. They finally give it to it.
5 seconds left.
Even some in the crowd upstairs on their feet. Timeout, Chris Beard.
Yeah, he wanted to see what Kansas.
Vic. Keenan Evans will play him loosely. Graham through a screen is running a curl. Now it's Jackson. Boy, Ross got deck, no call. Jackson swoops in, out of bounds, foul called. 2.8 seconds left,
there you
foul
go.
called.
Yep.
Maybe Smith. Jackson at the line with a career high. He's 4 for 5 at the stripe. The free throw is no good.
And Bill Self telling his team no fouls, and Chris Beard doesn't have a timeout left.
Free throw, Jackson, good. Smith needs to get it down the floor some. He gets it to Keenan Evans. Evans with a half-court heave. Ball game. Kansas wins 80-70.